What's going on, guys? Samson Moore with Self-Sufficient Living here. Just wanted to give you a video on soil health. Get a lot of people who come to me and they say my plants aren't doing so good, but it's usually not the plants, it's the soil. Here as gardeners, we like to say true farmers and gardeners grow soil, not grow plants. The principle behind that is that if you are growing your soil and keeping track of it and making sure your soil is very healthy, then you won't even have to worry about your plants, because the plants will take care of themselves if you give them a good home. Now I'm going to give you a couple tips here. First one is diversity. Not many people think of diversity when it comes to soil health, but it is very important. Here you can see I have a lot of moringa trees growing all along here, and they're looking good, but those are mixed in with other things like the Zinger hibiscus, starfruit tree, carambola here, Suriname cherry or Brazilian cherry there, some jackfruit here, and you know, to some it may look a little bit messy. However, if you have diversity, it's better for the soil for two primary reasons. One, each particular plant attracts different microbes in the soil. So if I just had moringa here, I wouldn't have as much fungi and microorganisms in the soil. Another thing, again, if I just had moringa here, I would have less nitrogen in the soil because they would be sucking it all up. But now, since I have it mixed in with other things here, they're not gonna be such a high demand for that. Or let's say if you have one plant that really loves phosphorus, if you just planted a whole bunch of that one plant, then the soil would be out of phosphorus. It'd be sucked all the way up. That's why it's important to have many different things. And having diversity will also help with disease. Another thing I want to go over is mulch. Here you can see I have a decent layer of mulch down there. Here, you know, it looks a little bit messy. However, I'll take looking a little bit messy than going to Home Depot and spending money buying a bag of bleached red mulch from Home Depot. You know, if you look around, mulch is everywhere. You can use anything for mulch here. And you know, this is a beautiful jackfruit tree that I just dropped in here from seed from eating it, and you know, hey, you can't argue with the results. This thing has just rocketed up recently. And here we need to have as much mulch as possible here in Florida, because the soil is just terrible here. It is so sandy. If you look here, this looks like a beautiful oasis if you compare it to the sandy soil just right here. If you look down, we were blessed with rain last night, but still the soil is very dry and sandy. It's like a beach here, you know. But it's combat with all this thick layer of lakeweed here. If you're close to a lake, I encourage you to get lakeweed. I think it's one of the best mulches you can get. Here it's pretty warm up top, but then if you were to go down here, it's nice and cool, and that'll really help the soil not drying out. These mangoes are looking really good. I'll post another video on when I'm eating these. Man, they're delicious. Alright, so everything I've said is to help the plant, help the soil, but another thing you're helping is the animals who live inside, primarily earthworms, millipedes, roly-polies, all kinds of stuff like that, who will eat organic matter and in turn break that down and make good soil. And speaking of millipedes, man, those are my favorite, and they love this lakeweed. Every time I drop some down, they just will rush towards it. I'll see if I can show you guys some here. Oh yeah, there we go. There, look at all these guys. Hopefully you can see through that. They're just everywhere. I mean, they love this stuff. They'll just eat it down. And as you can see, these small clumps of soil, that's what you want your soil to look like. Here, it's just very beautiful. Very beautiful forest floor. There's a big guy there. And a quick little soil test you can use, if you can go and grab your soil up and kind of make a fist with it, and you feel a little kind of like a sponge, and it holds a little bit, then that's good. If it's too sandy or too dry, it'll just rush right through your hands